Hello everyone, I'm Sophia Soliloquy. Today we're going to be talking about BDSM impact toys, building your toy box. Like where is a good place to buy, what is a well-constructed toy as far as quality is concerned, alternative toys like making them yourself, and what is a well-balanced toy box. Stuff like that. But first, if you don't know me, I'm a 37-year-old transgender sadomasochist submissive. You can find me on FetLife. It's the same name there as it is here, as it is everywhere. And I'm a kinky guru. I'm a heavy bottom, and I've been there and I've done that with Impact Toys. So I'm hoping to spread the knowledge to you. First, with this video, we'll talk about basics. If you desire more information, like another video of some kind, just let me know. Hit it up in the comment section, and I will get right on that. Personally, let's see here. I cannot in good conscience vouch for like sex shops that are local, because here where I live, Tucson, there is no really good local sex shops that cater to BDSM, specifically impact toys. So what you're going to find there is kind of a cheaper quality toy at a high price. Or if you do find a regular quality toy, it'll be at an extraordinarily high price. So I just don't recommend them in general. Unless, of course, in your city, you happen to have a BDSM impact play, or just a BDSM sex shop geared kind of like toward that. They're like, that's our specialty. Come check us out, and if they have local stuff, I always recommend, if you're part of a BDSM group or something, they have flea markets, things like that, where local people make their toys and their wares and they sell them, and those are always great because, you're going to get what you pay for. They're going to be high quality, they're going to last you a long time. More than likely, you'll get to test them out and hold them in your hand, and that's just better than anything out there. Otherwise, you're kind of stuck with the internet. So, as far as the internet is concerned, there are 3 sites that I like to go to. I will highly recommend them because they are smaller, they can cater to your individual needs, and it gives you a really good idea, of what an impact toy is. They are specifically for impact toys. So yeah, and they also have a little bit of BDSM stuff. But I recommend Caniac.com. That is CANE dash IAC.com. Okay, that's Caniac. And it's just more of a generic site. That's what you're going to find when you look for impact toys online, and it's not like a big sex shop online store. You're going to find kind of a generic site, but they'll have good descriptions. I also recommend flogmebaby.com. I'll spell that out for you. That's FLOGMEBABY.com. It's a great shop as well. The Kink Shop. It is KINKSHOP, the Kink Shop. They are all really kind of small, one owner shops. They do really good stuff for a really good price sometimes, and they get it to you fast. If you have a problem with it, they can answer your questions, things like that. And some of them offer guarantees for life on their toys, and it's just a much better selection I find myself going to when I'm window shopping for toys. I'll typically end up there first, although I have pretty much memorized those sites from top to bottom because I'm kind of obsessed with impact toys. But yeah, and I also recommend Etsy. Lots of good shops on Etsy, and Amazon as a backup. And I say backup because major sex shops online, typically they'll have those toys available on Amazon, and if you like to shop around, you can find an even better deal. So I do recommend going to Amazon from time to time. And of course, they got great shipping and all that stuff, and yeah. But as far as the big sex shops are concerned, if I have to talk about them, which I guess I do, these are the shops that are going to have a bunch of toys. They're going to have butt plugs and lubricants and outfits and all that stuff. And, you can pretty much just shop for everything you want right there. And that's a good benefit. And typically with those shops, I find that excitingfetishtoys.com has a massive selection of impact toys. I'm not going to say that they're well priced, because basically what you're getting there, you're paying a little bit more than what you would if you were to, say, even find it on Amazon. And it's not really that high quality of a toy. So then you're getting into what are good manufacturers of toys, Master Series, you know, or what is that? Leather fantasy, fetish fantasy, you know, and like strict leather. These kind of like sex toy suppliers can create good toys, but it's not really their main thing. What they're trying to do is come up with cosplay toys, and you really have to be careful when you're looking for cosplay and when you're looking for serious impact toys, especially when it comes to like whips or, you know, some floggers. They'll sell them real cheap. You'll be like, oh, this is a great deal, and you use it and it falls apart because you got serious with impact, but you bought a not so serious toy. So that's a common mistake. It's okay if you do it. This is a learning process as we go. But, you know, I generally try to stay away from things like PU leather or fox leather. You know, in the description it should say what kind of leather it is. If it doesn't say genuine leather, and you can't see like a smooth leathery grain to it and a kind of like soft suede side to the other side, which is kind of like, you know, it's a little flaky tearing off, kind of peeling. It's more like a carpet as opposed to a flat surface or a laminate, which is what you typically see with good leather. But if it's too laminy, it's probably fox. And if it's too soft, it's probably PU. And if you guys have ever owned like one of those cool ass belts, you know, and you're like, oh, I love this belt, it looks so awesome, and then you wear it for like 2 weeks and it starts breaking apart, that's PU leather, I think. So yeah, excitingfetishtoys.com, great selection. Extremerestraints.com, the name says it all. It's a BDSM site. And they do have a lot of cool restraints and stuff, and sex furniture if you're into that kind of stuff, right? And then you know, they got a variety of impact toys. And then the Kink Factory, which I'm going to put on the higher end of this list because I've seen the Kink Factory take stuff off of Etsy before and start selling it themselves. So you know, typically you're going to find a good quality toy and you're going to pay for it. But you know, as opposed to like the smaller impact play geared sites, you're going to pay a little bit more than what they would have, but you're going to get good quality either way. So I think you're more likely to get what you pay for if you go to the Kink Factory as far as the big sites are concerned. And they all got your butt plugs and your lubricants and things like that too. So that's great, right? Also, let's see here. Good impact toys, to put it in perspective, is an effective impact toy. Okay? Expectations of intensity should be mentioned in descriptions of these toys. The durability, maybe the measurements, the materials that they use. I mean, you don't want a seller to paint you a picture based in erotica. Like, picture yourself holding this impact toy as you walk in the room. She quivers in fear, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's a bad description for a toy. I get really frustrated when I see a cool-looking toy, it's for a good price, and then they don't even have a description on it. So if any of you guys are out there that's your job, I highly recommend you put a description on it. But who knows, you know, with advertising and marketing these days, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, you can create effective toys by simply, you know, cutting the golf club off of a golf club, you know, like a putter, you know, and you have a cane. It's a carbon fiber cane, no less. Or you could do it with a metal one, and then you have like a steel tube cane. You know, it's effective. There's always spatulas. There's belts. You know, there's like dollar stores have all kinds of toys in them that you'd be surprised. You just have to use your imagination. And of course, if you have a little savvy and know-how, you can build it yourself. I always recommend YouTube videos, TIAT, or tying it all together. I think it's tight. Maybe it's tight. I don't know. But anyways, he's really good. He teaches you how to make a flogger out of rope. So go figure. And there's a couple of other people on there that will teach you how to make a flogger out of rope too. And they're different styles, you know. So like you can basically create your own impact toys along with buying these impact toys. They have a more personal appeal to it as well. You know, I've met some sadists out there that really just stick with toys that can be made by themselves. You know, that's their favorite kind of go-to toy. You just have to use your imagination, like I said. So a well-balanced toy box, in my opinion, has a light and a heavy impact toy of each variety that you so choose or deem to be necessary for your toy box. Now, that's not to say that, you know, it needs to have paddles, straps, crops, canes, floggers, and whips, all of them. It just depends on what you dig. And, you know, I met a lot of people who really like floggers, and they just get a vast array of floggers, and that's all. And that's fine. Either way, I hope this video has helped you. And please like it, subscribe it, and leave a comment, but don't be a hater. And yeah, play safe and have fun. And I'll see you next time.